Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are viewing in this video. I'm going to get right into it. I'm sitting here watching the headlines, and they're speaking on the vaccine. And I thought about it. I said, well, I'm going to talk about the vaccine in my own words and how I feel about it. Here it is a year later. Now we have a vaccine. And the thing about this vaccine, a lot of people have taken a vaccine. There are three different ways you can get three different vaccines. I think two of the vaccines you get two shots, and I do know Johnson and Johnson. That's the only one I can name. The other ones I don't know. I cannot pronounce those names. But the Johnson and Johnson is one shot. And speaking of, I'm not quite sure which one of the vaccines there was an issue. How it was a problem, and they had to something happened in one of the places, and it was a mix up, and they had to get rid of the vaccine. I don't want to quote what happened because it's hearsay. It was on the news, and it was a human error. Something about the ingredients was mixed up or something. But I had to throw that in there. I'm sure a lot of people heard about that. Now, what and how I feel about this vaccine, I was afraid to go outside when the pandemic first hit last year. I'm hearing different stories. I thought the minute I walked out that door, I was going to drop dead. I had to call my doctor and speak with my doctor, stayed on the phone with my doctor for about, I would say, 15, 20 minutes, maybe longer. Me explaining to her how afraid I am to go out and do what I needed to do, go to grocery store, shopping, whatever it is that I needed to do. So she assured me that everything would be okay. Just practice social distancing, put your mask on, your gloves. When you come back home, do what you was requested to do. That's what she was telling me. Throw the gloves away, clean it, and do all the things that we supposed to do to stay safe. It took me quite some time to leave the house. I had plenty of food, so I didn't have to go anywhere. And as the months went by, I pretty much relaxed mentally. I started going out doing the things that I needed to do. There was no vaccine at the time. So I did the things that I needed to do. Came back home, listened to the news, what was going on, and so many people got sick and died. And you can help but be afraid. You could not help but be afraid. So here it is now, the vaccine. They have different locations where you can go and be treated. Again, I talked with my doctor, and I wanted to make an appointment, but I don't think where I go there, I think it's something about 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. You have to set up an appointment to get the vaccine the first time, and then 2 weeks later, I think. But I wanted the Johnson and Johnson. I just wanted to go ahead on and get the shot one time because I haven't had any issues. I've done what they request to do to stay safe. Here it is a year later, not any health issues at all. So when speaking to my doctor, and I mentioned to her that I went online to make appointment, I got an appointment, but it was right there at that moment, and I wanted to make an appointment for maybe a week later or a couple of days later or something. But that appointment that I saw was the same day. I said to myself, I'm not able to go right now. I'm not able to do this right now. So I'm going to go and try to. It wouldn't let me get another date because the dates were filling up so fast. As soon as you go on there and request that you want the vaccine, it'll give you a date. And it gave me the same date as I was putting my information in there. So I didn't get around to getting the vaccine because of that. And that's when I called my doctor and explained to her I went online to try to get me a date to go get the vaccine, but it was telling me to come in a couple of hours later the same day, and I couldn't do it. And I asked her, could I, with my appointment when I come to see her, my primary doctor I'm speaking on, and she said yes, but it's like you have to come in twice, which I was trying to get the Johnson and Johnson. So I did not make an appointment with my doctor to come in. I said to myself, because she said to me, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't be around people. I said, no, I don't do any of that. I'm home all the time. Even before the pandemic, I didn't go out unless I really had to. So she said, well, you're not feeling anything wrong. No, I'm not feeling anything. I'm okay. So I said, when I got off the phone with her, I said, okay, well, part of me says go and get the vaccine. And the other part of me says, I'm hearing my doctor's voice and me telling her how I am, how am I feeling? I'm okay. And I said, well, she didn't say you need to go get the test. I mean, excuse me, get the vaccine. She didn't say that you know, when a doctor is concerned, she wasn't concerned. I guess I'm using the right word. She wasn't, it wasn't something that she was worried about. And if it was something, she would have told me, well, you need to go get the vaccine or else you're going to be sick. But it wasn't like that. So I said, okay. I said that to say this. And I'm not saying that people should not get the vaccine. Me personally, I'm going to speak on me. All this, all these months, and now a year later, I want to, part of me says go, and part of me says don't. But right now, it's not at the top of my list. I may get around to it. Those of you that are listening to me, if you feel different, go ahead on. I'm not telling you to not go get the vaccine, but me personally, it's not at the top of my list. Eventually, I will probably go and get the vaccine. And the reason I'm feeling the way I'm feeling is there are mixed communication, mixed stories. Scientists saying this, scientists saying that, scientists saying wear your mask. Some saying wear two masks. Some saying now scientists is saying when you get the vaccine, those that you are around that has taken the vaccine, you don't have to practice. Um, what word am I trying to use? You don't have to do as it was months ago. You don't have to wash your hands. You don't have to uh, put your mask on. See, it's been so many different. You don't know what really to do. So I said, I'm just going to, if I get around to it, I will. But I don't know if I said it in the beginning. There was a lady, I'm not going to use a name. It was told, and this is allegedly, she was healthy, really healthy. And I think it had something to do with her job. And I've heard it with several places. It's mandatory for them to get the vaccine. But this particular lady, she went and got the vaccine. After the vaccine, her health went down. She was in and out of the hospital. Not only her, I've heard other people as well, but I thought about that and it kind of spooked me, got me afraid because not only that particular incident with this woman, I've heard it time and time again. And that kind of made me put in my mind that if you go get the vaccine, this may happen to you. Your health may decrease. So, and then still speaking on the vaccine, some months ago with the president and the Russian, I think he's the president, Putin. I heard him on some show speaking on it, how his, I think his niece or his daughter, I'm not sure, some vaccine was put together over there in Russia. And I think he was promoting it. With these different vaccines that's come into America, they come from another country. I do know that. And I have questions about that. Let me get me something to drink, some water. I have questions about that. And it got here so fast. And again, I'm speaking on how when I'm watching the news, they seem as if they don't know for sure what's going on with this vaccine. But I do remember him speaking on it, Putin. And that made me think, is this a money grab? Does the president that's now out of office have something to do with this? With these different vaccines, is it all about politics and a money grab? And I'm going to throw this in there. I heard again on the news how some people have gotten the vaccine and still got sick. So my question is, does these different vaccines really work? Come to America from another country, and I don't know. A lot of the people are getting this vaccine. So in my mind, what is this all about? That's what I'm saying. What is this all about? Does the scientists really know what's going on? Because they seem confused. So I have, and I'm sure many other people have questions that needs to be answered. Government and a lot of different things that's going on is not being honest. Even the president, the former president, allegedly, he caught the vaccine, excuse me, caught the virus. And then a couple of days later, it was as if the virus never even touched him. And I said that to say this, did that have something to do with, again, money I'm going to say this. I believe in my mind, in my what I'm thinking, I believe the president played a big part with this vaccine and getting it over here in the country because of a money grab. That's what that's my how what I believe. In my own words, I'm speaking on me. I don't know if anybody else feel that way. And I'm not trying to discredit anyone as to that ain't the word I was trying to use. I'm not trying to change anyone's mind. I'll use that in this video. I'm not trying to do that. But me personally, I don't feel that it's uh, a need for me to right now go and receive this vaccine because I have a lot of questions that I feel is unanswered, that I feel that a lot of stuff that's going on with this vaccine, it's not being brought out. It's not true what they're speaking on in the media. It's a lot of cover up. Yes, a lot of people passed away. A lot of people died. A lot of people got sick. And there was a time when I heard somewhere someone said the doctors were saying anyone that came in to the emergency room just put on the record coronavirus. I heard that as well. Corona. Everybody that came into the ER, it was when this first hit last year. And it was something had to do with insurance. I heard a lot of that insurance scams and yes, the vaccine. I heard it on the news that they were out there trying to sell the vaccine. I mean, not the vaccine, the test. Excuse me, not the vaccine, but the test. People in long lines somewhere. I don't know what news channel that was. Who was talking about it, but I did hear it. So it's a lot going on with the test, with the vaccine, and yes, a lot of people died. A lot of people got sick. So that I do believe that something hit America. Something out there blanketed America like never before. I'm sure y'all have heard that like never before. I was trying to think what I was going to say. Like a heavy fog. I remember years ago I watched this movie Fog. And when the fog came in and covered the town, the people didn't survive. It was something in that fog that took the people out. So I'm comparing that movie to this issue that we're having now in America. When coronavirus hit America, it was pretty much like that fog took a lot of people away from us. Now the vaccine is here. A lot of confusion going on with that. With all that I have sit here and said to you all, in my closing, I'm going to say this. Do I believe that the vaccine is really the vaccine and is it really helping people? I'm going to be honest with you all because this is real talk. Until someone can tell me different and make me believe different, I believe a lot of this is going on right now with this vaccine. A lot of it is a scam. The vaccine itself, the Johnson and Johnson, I can't name the other two. Is it really doing what it's supposed to do? I'm going to be honest with you all again. Personally, I don't believe it's doing what it's supposed to do. Now they are shooting something in the people's arms. Is it really stopping the virus? And the reason I say I don't believe it is, or it's something is going on, and a lot of us don't know what's going on. The reason I say that is because this vaccine got here so quick, so fast, and then after it got here, the scientists, a lot of them are not sure what's going on, and one scientist say this, one scientist say that. So a lot of people are confused. A lot of people are confused. So whatever it is that's going on, whatever it is that's going on with this pandemic, me personally, right now, as I'm sitting here talking to you, I believe a lot of it is a gimmick. Yeah, people died. They died from something. Something happened to all these people. And I believe, again, I believe a lot of them don't know what happened to these people. They know something got into these people's system. My condolences to all of those that had family members that passed on. My condolences. And I make this video with you in mind. And I'm going to say this to those of you that lost someone. I hope what they telling us about the coronavirus, about the vaccine, I really hope it is true what they're telling us, that it really was a pandemic, that this vaccine is really what it is and what it's supposed to do. Because if it's not, you all deserve answers. You all deserve what it is that's coming to you in a good way. Because a lot of us, we knew someone, and if we didn't know anyone, we're confused. Our loved ones, a lot of your loved ones are gone on. And today, right now, as I'm sitting here speaking and talking to you, a lot of us, a lot of you that lost someone, a lot of you that your health was infected. And then for them to say that I even heard the test. I don't know where it was, but the test, some of them was not what they really were. They were inaccurate. Somewhere I heard that someone, I think in the sports world, some basketball players or somebody. Now I want to speaking of basketball, um, LeBron James. A reporter asked him, or someone asked him, was he going to get the vaccine? And his response was, "It's a family discussion and not for the media." How I feel about that? He have a right for he have his privacy is not. I mean, they made it seem as if since he's a public figure, he needs to speak on it and say to the people, "Go take the vaccine." Since he didn't do that, they wanted to. They kind of, what word am I trying to use? They judged him. I'm just gonna say judge. They judged him. So I feel the same way. If I'm a public figure, like I'm speaking right now, this is public. So whoever going to listen to this, they're going to judge it. Some people are going to agree with me, but like I was saying earlier, a lot of people are confused. So they try to make him, try to shame him, and what I feel about it, he don't have to. He didn't have to give tell the every. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't agree with what they're trying to do with it to him and other people. That's a public figure. They want them to tell the people because a lot of people look up to celebrities. Go and take the vaccine. When I'm sitting here saying a lot of the scientists and a lot of the people in the the news and the people that's talking about it on TV is what I'm trying to use. That ain't coming out right, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. So in my closing, I'm just going to say this to the people that are listening to me talk. Do what you need to do. Don't take what I'm saying to you and go along with it and agree with me. If you have in your mind right now if you're gonna go and get the vaccine, I'm saying to you, go get the vaccine. Don't take what I'm saying to you and me change your mind. But me personally, it's not at the top of my list. And if I get around to doing that, I will do it because I'm feeling well right now. I'm feeling well. Nothing. My doctor, I spoke with my doctor, and if my doctor had said you need to go get it, I would have went to get the vaccine. My doctor did not sound as if it's a dying, life or death situation, which something happened. I'm just going to say something happened. Something hit America, and a lot of people passed away. And why I say something hit America and a lot of people passed away because the scientists and a lot of the people throwing around, uh, they're speaking as if they don't know what's going on. Our bodies are different. I don't want to go into all of that, but I'm going to close this video out by saying, those of you that are listening, do as you feel. If you want to go and take the vaccine, go ahead on and do it. But have your own mind. That's what I'm trying to say. Have your own mind. Don't have anyone to pressure you into doing anything, whatever it is that you're passionate about. Don't have anyone to make up your mind. Thank you so much. You enjoy the rest of your day.